Good morning, friends. How are you? I hope all of you are fit and fine. In our previous class, we have discussed about the chapter the address. We have to continue. Okay, let's start our chapter. Oh, you know about them. She had turned around and brought me my tea. She told that my Miss author told her daughter, Mrs. Browning daughter that take this cup of tea, and while giving all the cup of tea, she tells that you know maximum things of my house. Then she laughed. My mother says it is an antique. And when she was serving the tea, then she told that my mother always said that this is an old thing. This is an antique, means it is an old fashion. We have got lots more. And then the 15-year daughter of Mr. Darling said that like this thing, we have many things in our house. She pointed round the room, see for yourself. Then she pointed that see this, see there, means all the antique, all the old fashioned things are there in my house. I think old fashioned things are in my house. Then author says that I had no need to follow her hand. And author says that I don't need to follow your hand. I see this, see that things. I knew these things she meant, and she knew, she has the knowledge that about these things she want to tell. I just looked at the still life over the tea table. As a child, I had always fancied the apple on the pewter plate, and she got the previous memory that how she was spending his time on the tea table. As a child, he was always fancied. She was very attracted about the apple on the pewter plate. We use it for everything, she said. Once we even ate off the plates hanging there on the wall. I wanted to so much, but it wasn't anything special. With these things which we are looking, it doesn't look very special. I had found the burn mark on the tablecloth. Actually, in the previous stanza, we have seen that actually she was searching the burn mark which were at the corner of that wooden tablecloth. Now she got that burn mark. I had found the burn mark. Now she had found the burn mark on the tablecloth. The girl looked questioningly at me because the girl was shocked. Means the 15-year daughter, Miss Gordon, was surprised that how she was so much familiar of my house. How she is so much familiar that there is a burn mark on the wooden tablecloth. Actually, she doesn't know that these things belongs to her only. That's why she knows all these things. Yes, I said. Now the author says, yes, I said. You get so used to touching all these lovely things in the house, you hardly look at them anymore. That you have touched all the precious things, all the goods of your house, that you doesn't have given notice on these small things. You only notice when something is missing because it was to be repaired or because you have lent it. For example, again I heard the unnatural sound of my voice and I went on. Again she heard the unnatural sound, and again what happened? She had started thinking about all those things, and I went on. I remember my mother once asked me if I would help her polish the silver. Now, seeing all these things, she started thinking about her previous memories that when she was ill, her mother asked her, her mother, Mrs. S. asked her to polish the silver spoons. It was very long time ago. I was probably bored, and while doing all these things, she was bored that day. She was perhaps bored on that day. She was not very much happy while doing all these things. Or perhaps I had to stay at home because I was ill. Because she was ill, that's why she was staying at that time at home, and she was bored while doing all these things, polishing of the silver spoons and keeping the silver spoons. As she had never asked me before, I asked her which silver she meant, and she replied, surprised that it was the spoons, forks, and knives, of course. And that was the strange thing. I didn't know the cutlery we ate of every day was silver. That she was busy in doing all these things. She didn't know actually the cutlery that what they have eaten also with that silver spoons. The girl laughed again. I bet you don't know it is either. I looked intently at her. What we ate with? She asked. She asked what we ate with. Well, do you know? She hesitated. She walked to the sideboard and wanted to open a drawer. I will look. It's in here. She hesitated. She had some doubt, and she walked to the sideboard and she wanted to open actually the drawer. Drawer because in that drawer only all these things, spoons, knife, forks, are kept there. I jumped up. I was forgetting the time. I must catch my train. Then the author recalled that while talking all these things, seeing all these things, time had been spent and she had to catch the train and she decided to go now. She had her hand on the drawer. Don't you want to wait for my mother? And the 15-year daughter of Mrs. S had kept her hand on the drawer because she was keeping all the spoons, knives, forks in that drawer only. Then she said that you will not wait for my mother. Then author replied that no, I must go. I walked to the door. The girl pulled the drawer open. I can find my own way. And the moment the author moves away, then the 15-year daughter of Mr. Downing had opened the drawer and started keeping the spoons there. As I walked down the passage, I heard the jingling of spoons and forks. And the moment author started moving ahead of that house, the jerking noise, the noise of the spoons and of the forks had started coming because the 15-year daughter of Mr. Downing was keeping that silver spoons, forks, knives in that drawer. At the corner of the road, I looked up at the nameplate Marconi Street, and at the corner of the road, she looked at the board, and there it was written Marconi Street. It had been a number also, and that number was 46. The address was correct, but now I didn't want to remember it anymore, and she didn't want to remember all these things anymore. I wouldn't go back there because the objects that are linked in your memory with the familiar life of former times instantly lose their values when severed from them. You see them again in strange surroundings. Now, author says that the things which are very much related to your life, and when those things have been severed, means cut it, have been removed from your life, and when these things have been started used, and when this thing had been started using by any other person, then that things will be a strange, and that thing will provide us pain to their mind. That's why it is better to leave all these things. And what should I have done with them in a small rented room, and where the shreds of black out paper still hung around the windows, and no more than a handful of cutlery fitted in the narrow table drawer. And then she thought that what she will do with all these things, because she had loosened her house also, and her mother also got the death also. Now she was living in a rented house. So she thought that what she will do with all these things, because she doesn't have much space in her rented house, then how she will keep all those things in her rented house. I resolved to forget the address of all things I had to forget. That would be the easiest. And I resolved, and at the last, with the optimistic view, with the positive view, she thought that all the things that I had to forget, all the things which I have to forget, means all the things which are used by Mrs. Darling and their daughter, all the things which are very much close to her memories should be forget, should be leave it, should be leave it, should be forget it, because by doing this thing only, by forgetting all this thing only, by forgetting the address, by forgetting all the previous thing only, she can live in a better manner. She can live in a peace, because whenever she will recall all these things, all the precious things which are Mrs. Darling, which are Mrs. Darling, all those things will provide pain to her mind. Like this, we have completed this chapter. Okay, now we have to start our next chapter, and the name of the next chapter is Ranga's marriage. Now we have to start with the Ranga's marriage. Ranga's marriage. Okay. Ranga's marriage of the prose which was written by Masti Venkatesha Iyengar. Okay. Actually, this prose basically depends on the child marriage. Actually, Ranga's marriage main focus, main central theme of this prose is child marriage. What are the consequences and why these practices have been followed in our earlier time? Why people should do child marriage? Because the Ranga's marriage story depicts the life of the Indian villages in the past time. Actually, this story depicts the life of the Indian villagers and what they are thinking about the child marriage. And this child marriage had become a common practice in the earlier time. In this story, in this prose, the main character, the main protagonist is Ranga, who was the son of an accountant. Child marriage main theme, because Ranga's marriage is a comical satire on the child marriage, not a very bitter satire, not very serious satire. Actually, it is a comical satire on the child marriage, because child marriage never shows a positive sign, because in a younger age children get their marriage and they are not so much mature, they are not so much knowledgeable enough how to live their life, but they have to follow their social traditions. And this story depicts the villagers attitudes and what they are thinking about the child marriage. And in this, the main character is Ranga, who was the son of an accountant. Let's start our reading of the chapter. Ranga, the accountant's son, is one of the rare breed among the village folk who has been to the city to pursue his studies. Now, what is the meaning of the word Ranga, the accountant's son, is one of the rare breed? What does this word mean? Rare breed. The word rare breed means an uncommon type. Rare means uncommon breed type. Uncommon type among the village folk, among the village people. Ranga was the accountant son was a unique type, uncommon type of people who has been to the city to pursue. What this word pursue mean? Pursue. To pursue his studies. Pursue actually means to carry on his studies. he went to the Bangalore for his studies. When he returns to his village from the city of Bangalore, and when he returns to his city from Bangalore, the crowds mill. What this word mill means? Mill actually means the gathering, means people gather around the house of the Ranga in order to see that how the Ranga's behavior was changed or not. Okay, mill means gathering. Okay, mill means gathering. The crowds gather around his house to see whether he has changed or not, whether his attitude was changed or not. His ideas about marriage are now quite different, and his ideas about the marriage has now quite different. When you see this title, some of you may ask, Ranga's marriage? Why not Ranganatha Viva? Because it is concerned with the South. That's why this thing has been asked. Why we are not using this type of words, Ranganatha Viva or Ranganatha Vijay? Well, yes, I know. I could have used some other mouth feeling one like Jagannath Vijay or Girija Kalyan. Mouth feeling means big and high sounding words. Okay, mouth feeling means big and high sounding words like Jagannath Vijay or Girja wedding. It it's about our own Ranga's marriage and hence no fancy. What is what means fancy? Fancy means attractive. Here it is said that it's about our own Ranga's marriage and hence no attraction, no attractive title. Hoshahalli is our village, and the name of the village where the Ranga lives was where Ranga lives was name of the village Hoshahalli. Okay, Hoshahalli, the name of the village where the Rangas live. You must have heard of it, Miss. Now the narrator said that you might have heard about it, but answer was no. What a pity! But it is not your fault. It is pity, but not your fault. There is no mention of it in any geography book. That it is not of your fault that you doesn't know about all these words. Actually, these words have been not given in the geography book. Those sahibs in England writing in English probably do not know that such a place exists and so make no mention of it. Means English people, the rulers of English were also not aware about these words. That's why they have also not given the importance of these words. Our own people to forget about it. What you are saying about the English people, our people who were living there also, they also forgot this name. You know how it is. They are like a flock of sheep. And now the narrator said that you know how they are. They are like the flock of sheep. And you know there's a unique quality of the sheep is that they always put their head down and they move forward. Like that's why they are said as that they are moving like a flock of sheep. And the importance of this flock of sheep is that since they are moving in a group, they can't see whether in front of them there is a pit, whether there is a what we say that whether there is a pit, whether there is any um, or what can we say that whether there is any hollow space is there. Okay, actually means that they want to say that they they never see the things which came in front of them. That's why it is said that You know how it is. They are like a flock of sheep. You know, they are like a flock of sheep. One sheep walks into a pit. One sheep, when walks into a pit, the rest blindly follow it. And when one sheep will fall down into a pit, then all sheep will fall in that pit only, because they doesn't see in front of them, because they never pick up their head and move forward, or never apply their mind whether there is a pit in front of them or not, because then they have to follow in a flock. That's why where one will fall down, everyone will fall down. Here it is said that nor the English people has given some importance to this word, nor the peoples, nor the villagers who were living in that village also, that doesn't give the importance of this word. When both the sahibs in England and our own geographers have not referred to it, you cannot expect the poor cartographer to remember to put it on the map, can you? Nor the letters say that, nor the English people, nor the villagers, nor the people who reside there, has they have not given the so much importance. Then how we can imagine that cartographer? What does word mean? Cartographer. Actually, cartographer means the persons who draws the map, who draws who draws the map for a territory. Okay, the cartographer means the person who draws the map for a territory. Here he want to say that English people as well as the villagers, they doesn't give the importance to the name of the Hosa Ali, nor the cartographer have given such so much importance. No. Sorry, I started somewhere and then went off in another direction. Now the narrator says that we have started our discussion about the Ranga's marriage, but we have but we have diverted towards the other direction. Let's not come to the point. If the state of Mysore is to Bharatvarsh, what the sweet Karg Dabu is to festival meal. Now actually this is concerned about the Mysore, the village which is in the Mysore. That's why it is said that if the state of Mysore is to Bharatvarsh, then what the sweet Karig Dabu? It is South Indian fried fruit. Okay, Karig Dabu is actually a South Indian fried sweet. Then Hosa Hali is to Mysore state what the filling is to Karig Dabu. What I have said is absolutely true. Believe me, I will not object to your questioning it, but I will stick to my opinion. I am not the only one who speaks glowingly of Hosali. Glowingly actually means to speak in a praising manner. Glowingly means to speak in a praising manner. Now the narrator says that I am not talking of all these things in a vain, and everything which I am speaking is not glowingly. I am not speaking all these things in a praiseworthy manner. What is reality? That thing I am telling. We have a doctor in our place, and now the letter says that in our place there is a doctor, and the name of that doctor is Gunda Bhatt, and the name of the doctor was Gunda Bhatt. He agrees with me. He has been to quite a few places. No, not England. Now the narrator says that the doctor which lives in his village, he has taken a few place visit, not England. If anyone asks him whether he has been there, he says, no, Anna, I have left that to you. And whenever someone asks, have you gone to England? Then he says that no, I have not gone to England, but I have left this place for you to for your visit. Running around like a flea pestered dog is not for me. What is what flea pestered dog? Flea pestered dog means a dog which doesn't stick to a particular place, and that dog always moves here and there like a flea pestered dog. I have seen a few places in my time, though as a matter of fact, he has seen many. Now the narrator said, though we have seen many places, in spite of that, the doctor also has seen many places. We have some mango trees in our village. Come visit us, and I will give you a raw mango from one of them. Now the narrator says that here the narrator name is Shama. Now the narrator says that come and have a visit to our village, because in our village there are some mango trees, and I will give you a raw mango to eat.